You're listening to Dr. Troy Munson's Words of Radiance. Now here is Dr. Munson.
Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Troy Munson. For any of you out there that have ever wanted something really bad, and I'm going to use some kind of extreme examples. For an addict will, they say by statistics, that if you move an addict 400 or 500 miles away from where they live to a brand new state, town, could be even a small town, within 24 hours, they'll have located their source. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, whoa, that's impressive. I mean, think about it. You don't know a soul in town. You move there and you already have your supplier known. I marveled when I heard that statistic. And we have this saying biblically, the pearl of great prize. It talks about as well when somebody loses a coin in a house and they sweep and clean that entire house until it's found. And once it's found, they rejoice with everyone. But it's like that with anything that we want, like no tomorrow. My son, he will do anything when he was younger to make sure that he could play Minecraft. I mean, you wanted that boy to count the grass in the backyard, it'll be done in under an hour. And of course, we exaggerate, but that's kind of how it feels. An addict will go after and figure out where is their supply coming from. They are highly motivated. We look at somebody like, let's say, that is looking for the right pair of shoes for their first date. And they go into Nordstrom's Rack, which is like my favorite store. If you're not on the West Coast, there may be East Coast Nordstrom Racks, but you go in there and there is like rack after rack after rack of shoes. And I mention shoes because I love shoes. I could go shoe shopping probably half a day. And most people are like, what? That's weird. Yeah, it's just what I like. I love shoes. And so my daughter likes shoes, and we'll go in there and we'll literally spend an hour and a half just going through her size, one row, maybe 5 rows, and we'll just have a blast. And so, but I mean, that's what jazzes us. If you like books and you go into a bookstore, how long can you spend in a bookstore? I mean, I've seen people spend all day. You go into a library, how many hours a day will they spend in a library with books? Forever. And we think, well, that's just weird. No, it's not. It's their thing. My thing is shoes. I like it. I love studying nutrition. I could do that ad nauseum. And an addict could, look for their addiction and their drug for ad nauseum until they find it. And they're not going to stop. Now, I say this because I resonate with this person that lost the coin, that flipped over their entire house looking for their coin and then rejoiced when they found it. I have a silver dollar that I keep with me, and I had misplaced it a couple weeks ago. And finally today, I was like, I know it's in one of my pants. And so I began going through each pair of pants. And the interesting thing is that I didn't stop. I had this doggedness that was just totally going to just keep me going. And I was marveling at how I was undeterred. I just simply kept going. And so as I kept going, and then now I'm past my pants, and now I'm into my shorts. And so as I go through my shorts, I'm going through shorts after shorts after shorts. I get to the last pair, and it's there, comes flying out of the pocket of those shorts. And I was like, yes. But then I realized how dogged I was, how unfazed I was by each pair of pants that I did not find it in. I mean, I went through my dress pants, went through my jeans, I started going through my shorts, and the last pair of shorts, it was it. And it instantly brought me back to that passage of scripture that I was like, oh my gosh, that's just what it should be like. We should be that unperturbed, uninhibited, unstoppable when it comes to going after the truth. We should literally keep going, keep pursuing, keep on keeping on. And that's where we get this saying from, David Hawkins, who says, "Rare is it to be born a human being. Rarer still is it to hear the truth. And rarest of all is it to pursue that truth." So if you're listening to this on Words of Radiance, then you're probably already pursuing truth in some aspect of your own life. And that pursuit has led you many different places. I encourage you to look back and see the doggedness with which you have pursued the truth to try to get it through you, because you know there's nothing else. I still think of An Officer and a Gentleman, where Richard Gere is doing push-ups in the rain and Lou Gossett Jr. is just trying to get him to quit. And finally he just screams at him through tears, "I got nowhere else to go." And that's how I feel so often when I'm pursuing the truth. I've got nothing else. I've got nowhere else to go. Where else would you like me to go? You have it all. I'm not after lies or untruths or my own little petty desires anymore. I have nowhere else to go because those things are so empty. This world is so empty. The external is so empty without pursuing the truth deep within each one of us and getting to the end of it. I hope that helps. I want to make this short, concise, but at least very poignant. In your life, if you've ever pursued something and looked for something that you'd lost and you know that it's here and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, I'm going to encourage you to keep going after the truth too. Don't stop. Be that rare individual that pursues it until they find it. And then it becomes so simple. And you realize it is black and white. There is either the truth or there is a lie. There is either love or there is fear. You cannot have both. They cannot coexist. And you begin to let go of everything in your brain, and you begin to see only the truth and beauty and love and light everywhere you go. And you know you've come home. And now it's your opportunity to share it with the next person and help them on that journey. Until next time, I'm Dr. Troy Munson.